Hey everybody, Andy Dixon here from DPW. Today I want to show you a little bit about Microsoft Word, some of the things that I've been doing to make the program easier for myself to use, get rid of some of the frustrating things, especially the apply as you type things. Um, Specifically in this video, I want to concentrate on bulleting lists, these kind of things up here that you see. Making lists, creating subsections, usually particularly in a style similar to this right here. Um, but I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. So first, I'm going to go ahead and add some random text onto the screen so we have some paragraphs to play with. All right, now we've got our paragraph sign listed up. Okay, I've went ahead and numbered and lettered everything that I needed. All right, now I don't know if you noticed, but it didn't auto format anything in my list. I have all that turned off. I'll show you how to do that now. You go up to File, all the way in top left, all the way down at the bottom you'll have options. Proofing, usually the third one down. I know it is here on my home computer version of Microsoft Windows, and it is on my work version. Autocorrect options, and then auto format as you type. You want to take all of these right here and turn them off, every single one of them. They're not going to matter. You're not going to break anything. Also, an auto format tab up here, you want to turn these off as well. It's not going to hurt anything. All it's going to do is change the way you type just a little bit. And even more so for the user, you'll have more control over what you're doing. Once you make sure they're not turned off, hit OK twice, and you're good to go. So what I really want to do is set these up so that everything spaces out between the numbers and the beginning of my sentences. Okay, so first thing I want to do is turn on the show and hide paragraph marks. I go ahead and turn these on, and if you notice, I've got a bunch of dots in between the words, and then these funny little symbols here. These symbols here means that's when someone has hit enter. Every time I hit enter, it puts some of those in. Okay. All right. Now, if you notice, in between here, my spacing is off. I've got one space here, two spaces, one, one, two, two, one. I want to get all these uniform. So here's how I do that. First, I want to get everything lined up to the left to my 1-inch margin. So I'll make sure both of these tabs are all the way over. Now I'm going to highlight all. My favorite way to do it is Control A. That selects everything. You can also click and drag. You can go to select all, however you really want to do it. This is the easiest way. Next, you make sure everything's aligned to the right by grabbing all your triangles, or you can do both at the same time by hitting this square. So these up here are going to be very important once we're setting everything up. So alright, now everything's highlighted and good to go. I want to put these into a bullet. So let's go ahead and hit number, create a numbered list. Alright, all it's going to do is knock everything over to the side. And the easy thing here for us is that it already moved everything over. Now, this is not standard to how we normally have it. And my regulations, what I've been doing is having all your text lined over to the 1-inch margin. Your first set here, your first list here moved over, and then evenly space everything in between, and then have your first number start at the beginning letter in a sentence. So here's how we'll do all of that. All right. Now they're in a numbered list, and you can see that by these arrows here. It got rid of those spacings in front of it and evened everything out. But let's make everything how we want it. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this first section. I'm going to line these up, drag the whole thing all the way to the side. Now my spacing's messed up, so I'm going to go up to where they have these spaced out here, and I'm going to click twice. And it's going to give me this little L shape here. I'm going to actually drag that over so I got two spaces in between, and now I'm set up. This two spaces in between is important because you're going to line everything else up to it. I'm going to deselect, Go to my next section, highlight everything. Okay, now I'm actually just going to move this bottom over, and then the top, move it to my second dash mark over. Now the first letter in these and then my next listing are lined up. Okay, go back and highlight everything, and then I'm going to double click, get my L, and I'm going to check my spacing. I'm going to move it 2 over from the top. I've got 2 dashes, I've got a space that's like those. And then in the next section down, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Move this bottom all the way over. Now I'm going to take this top and move it 4 over. Just 2 more past the one above it. Double. Alright, now I'm not lined up. So I'm going to double click. I'm going to double click sometime today. There we go. Now I got my L. And then I'm going to move it over 2 spots over. Now it's going to mess my spacing up a little bit, so I'm going to go 1/2 over, just so I get that same shape of arrow and everything, because of how those are lining up. Now all my spacing is correct. Everything's moved over to the 1-inch margin. My paragraph is not blocked out. It's all the way to the left there, and we are good to go and all lined up. Now I can go ahead and turn this off. I'm not worried about the spacings and all these other hidden marks, and I can concentrate on the content. For instance, I can go ahead and change all my spacing in here to how we really need it, to 0 point. Go ahead and hit enter. I'm going to take these and space everything out. So that each of my paragraphs are easy to read. And there, I'm done. I've got, snuck in on me there. Alright, now everything's really good to go. So we're already at 8 minutes here. I don't want to go anything past this right now. I'll make another video to show a little bit more stuff you can do with these formatting bullets, because it does, that is another, probably 10-minute video. So hopefully you enjoyed this, you found this useful. Feedback is welcome. Leave them in the comments, or send me an email and let me know, what you think about this video. If there's anything else I can do to teach you all and make this the work that we do more efficient and easier for all of us, so you can spend more time doing some of the stuff you want to do. Again, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a good day.